What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the live stream. We are ready to rock and roll. We're going to talk about some ice fishing, kind of all over the place. We've got a really cool roundtable for you guys ahead. We've got the comments up so I can see if anyone's here. Let us know that our audio is good, you guys. Make sure that you can hear us. We got a couple guests. We've got a ton of ice fishing to talk about. We're kind of in the thick of it. And luckily, within the last, I'd say, week and a half, between me and our guests here, our team, we've had an opportunity to fish a lot of these places. I went to Lake of the Woods recently. We've been all over Lake St. Clair. We've been to Lake Simcoe. We've been to Saginaw Bay. We've been to Lake Erie. So quite a few different reports for you guys. Besides for us and our team that have personally been there, we've had a lot of friends all over the ice. So it's been really cool. We wanted to sit down. We want to get back and do these lives. I really like sticking to like these roundtable type ideas. Basically, we can kind of bounce along on what we want to talk to. And then anytime that someone wants to chime in, then we can head over to the comments. So Roy brings up a really good point before we dive into the show. Ice does belong in drinks, preferably stuff on the rocks. That Papa's Pilar is pretty hard to beat. Shameless plug. But since the ice is here and the ice is thick, we're going to take advantage of it. At some point, I just got to feel that tug. And that's kind of what we're going to talk about is the fishing has been really inconsistent around here. So we've traveled, we have spread our wings. We've touched a lot of really cool fisheries. So we're looking forward to bringing that to you. So without any ado, let's see if I can do this. This is the first time I've tried to do this with multiple people, but without any ado, let me bring to you these guys here, all familiar faces, all friends of the podcast and friends of the stream. What up, boys?
What's going on?
What's going on?
What's up?
Not too much. So we've got Chase currently on Lake St. Clair in a shack. Chase, what's going on over there?
Nothing but good things here.
Don't let him fool you. That's the only one. But it's a nice one. That's a nice fish, dude. So Chase is on the lake in Lake St. Clair. Louie is hanging out with us. Louie just got back from Simcoe.
Yeah.
Sag
Got
Bay.
back Monday. Sag Bay. Everything
Okay.
but Erie so far.
And then we've got Captain Kody with Fancy Fish. Cody's here. Cody's been on Lake St. Clair. Kody just got back from Lake Erie.
Yep.
Have you been to Sag Bay or Simcoe yet?
Neither.
Okay. So we've got all of our areas here kind of covered on top of what obviously all of our friends have been saying. And it's been a pretty good year for ice, boys. There's a lot of freaking ice around the Great Lakes. I never thought Hook One would be doing an ice episode. And here we are.
Never thought I'd see the day.
Got to do it.
Fishing's been pretty good just about everywhere. Well, it seems like this cold front may have affected some things. So let's start with Lake St. Clair, guys. If there's anything specific you guys want to hear in the comments are kind of firing off. So I'm gonna keep an eye on these the best I can. But actually, no, we'll kind of finish on Lake St. Clair. We're gonna start with my trip. I'll start with Lake of the Woods. If anyone's ever interested in doing a trip like that, you guys, it's super cool. I'll keep it super brief because if anyone's not interested, I don't want to bore you to death. But if you are, you can just let me know. But I just recently went up to Lake of the Woods. It was a super cool trip. We went up for walleyes and saugers, caught a ton of eaters. For those of you that don't know, if you want to do a Lake of the Woods trip, be ready to sit in the car. With the snow and everything, it took me about 17 hours to get there and 16 and a half to get home. But it was super epic. We drove 18 miles out onto the ice. You pull your truck up right next to the shack. The shack's heated. The fishing was incredible. We were busy all day. We sat in the shack from 7 in the morning till 6 o'clock at night. You stayed busy all day. The resorts up there are all top notch. They're clearly not Mexican resorts where it's, all-inclusive, drinks by the pool type stuff, but super nice cabins right on the lake. You could head right out, catch some fish, and we absolutely smoked them. So that was an absolute blast. Other than that, though, not a lot of size. So it's a trip I said I'd love to do with like a big group. I'd love to get like this group or just a big group of guys in general, you could easily go over there with 8 to 12 guys. It's super affordable. It's like $100 a night for the shanty and the hotel. So it's like you're fishing and staying for basically $100. It's pretty hard to beat, but it was super fun. I had a great time. But I was happy to get back to Lake St. Clair. Let's go to Louie. Louie, you're just getting back from Simcoe.
Yep. We got
Massive
back.
cold front.
It was probably the most miserable fishing I've ever done in my life, to be honest with you.
Can you
We
not
woke
talk?
up. What? We
What'd he
woke
say?
up. I don't know.
Can't hear him.
Oh, you got to turn your audio up, killer. Keep going.
We woke up Friday morning and it was negative 22 out. And the real feel was like negative 40. And the fish were not having it. Full moon, huge cold front. It was bad. It was real bad.
Buried in the mud, eh?
Yeah, I mean, we could see
Kody,
him
can
on
you hear him?
live.
Chase,
Guys zoned out.
you got double rods going. You got live scope going, and you can't hear him. I don't think the audio.
I can hear Kody and you. That's it.
Did you mute him?
No.
That's hilarious. So, dude, were they just buried in the mud? Like they just weren't active at all?
No, I mean, we could see them on live scope. They were roaming, but they were roaming like really, really slow. And if you popped a hole anywhere near them, they were gone. We were in anywhere from like 25 to 40 feet of water, and we could see the fish coming into our baits, looking down on bottom.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I don't know if it's a cold front or what. I mean, I know it's been fishing pretty good. I know you guys have had some guys going over there, and we have a lot of guys from Simcoe. I mean, I can't believe or that go to Simcoe. Come on, you dude. So much pressure to lose this thing. Let's go. The second one ever on the Hook One Pod live. That's incredible. And he froze out.
Frozen?
Oh, there you go.
There was another one down there. Sorry.
All right, keep working. It's unbelievable how many guys from over here go over to Lake Simcoe, and there's a ton of guys that come through and buy all them beaded spoons. So we constantly have reports. But dude, that weekend sounded brutal. How's it going over here, boys? We still connected? Chase, how's it going in there?
Oh, it's good. I got another one down there.
Look
Can
at
people
us.
hear me?
Oh,
Everyone can hear you except Chase, including the chat.
Oh, all right.
So it is what it is. Kody, what's going on Lake Erie, dude?
wow, not much. Went over there last week. It was probably some of the first couple of days guys were getting out there. It was kind of slow. Took a while to find some fish, but when you found the fish, it was good right at dusk for us. I struggled a little bit, but everyone carried through.
Chase, you just got back from Lake Erie. How was that?
Struggle is an understatement. But it was fun. Marked a ton of fish, man.
You know, it's one of those things you really want to know. Yeah, dude, that's a beauty.
And
you
you
really
guys
want to know where you're going. So, like, Kody, when you got there, you were on a quad, correct?
Yeah.
Crack in within like the first mile, right?
I don't know. I think it was like 4 or 5 cracks. Three or 4, something like that, to get out to where we were fishing. But I mean, the cracks were running east and west. You just got to be careful, but they move around a lot out there and shift on wind.
Yeah, it seems like that evening bite's been pretty good now. Oh, come on. Here's the problem about fishing on live. You're the hero when you catch them, but you better not miss or lose.
Zero.
You better not miss or lose one, dude. Louie, now you just got back from Saginaw Bay, right?
Yeah, last week.
Just before Simcoe.
Yep, last weekend we were out there.
And that was good fishing.
It was really good. Yeah. It was probably one of my better days out there. It seemed like our hookup ratios were pretty good.
Yeah. Were the fish aggressive?
Insanely. We had a couple, not that they were huge fish by any means, but we'd have a couple chase it 5 feet under the hole before it would actually bite.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, and I think that's huge. So, like Chase was saying, when he was over on Erie, he was saying he was seeing a ton of fish come through. They just weren't aggressive at all.
Yeah.
They were very negative fish.
And I'd be interested, chat. Let us know below. But like, what do you guys like? You guys think it's like a cold front thing? Do you think it's just like a daily thing? So like, where Chase is right now, we've had guys fishing there. Louie, you were out there 2 days ago in a similar area. Chase is a little bit farther south, I believe, now.
Yeah.
But like you were out there in a similar area. You were 1 for 1. You didn't really mark nothing. You caught your fish. Me and Dean went out there yesterday. We maybe marked, personally, I maybe marked 4 or 5. Dean said maybe another 2 or 3. I had one cheap hit.
Kind of like that.
Yeah,
something like that. Just kind of bumping it. But I just don't know what it is. It just seems like every day is changing so much. And that's fishing, clearly. But it is really interesting to see. But it's been extreme. 28 one day, -4 the next. It's kind of.
Yeah, I honestly think the full moon has a lot to do with it too.
Yeah. Yeah, I could definitely see that being an issue. And it was so bright, dude. Like I would wake up, you'd wake up in the morning and it's like you didn't even need your lights on outside with the snow and everything. It was just lit right up.
No, we got out of the shanty yesterday night. We seen all the way across the lake.
Really?
Yeah.
Kurt's got a question for you.
No size. I think our biggest fish was like 22 to 23 inches.
And that kind of seems like that's what it's been. It doesn't seem like there's been any megas, but it seems like there hasn't been a ton of dink. It's not dink fest yet either.
No, don't get me wrong. We definitely caught our handfuls of 13 to 14 inches too, but most of our fish were right around like 18 to 20 inches.
Yeah, that's shoot, dude. When I drove all the way to Lake of the Woods, most of our fish were like 12 to 16. They were delicious.
Yeah.
But you set the hook in 30 feet of water and they're halfway up to the hole.
We got to go back in March for pike.
March, yeah. I want to go in October. I was told open water in October would be really cool. As long as there's no snowstorms, I'm down. But I think I talked to all of you on the phone for hours on that trip. Before we dive into Lake St. Clair, you guys got anything? We'll talk about it later too, but do you guys have anything planned this weekend, or are we kind of just hanging around home? Louie, you've been on the fence about like 3 different trips. That last trip to Simcoe put a bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah, I was going to go back to Simcoe, then it was Sag Bay, and now I think I'm going to Erie.
You are?
I think so.
I might have to tag along.
Yeah, it should be.
We talking a Sunday trip here?
I think Saturday.
I'm going to watch my mouth in case Allie's on the live. But dude, let's talk Lake St. Clair because the lake's been fishing pretty good. Gills and crappies in the canals have been pretty good. Perch fishing, as long as you love drilling holes, has been pretty good. And the walleye fishing, I'm not going to lie to you, it's been pretty hit and miss talking to everybody. I'm definitely with Jesse. I'm thinking bring on the open water, but we'll see what happens. Oh, Louie, got a question for you.
What does that say?
Are you fishing MWT this year?
Not sure yet.
See what happens.
Not sure
Fishing
yet.
the bash.
I am fishing the bash.
We're going to touch on all that before we get out of here. We got Derby, Bash, Madness sign up is coming up, so we'll touch on all that right before we leave. I just got confirmation, boys. Have fun in Lake Erie. I'll be with you. Let's talk Lake St. Clair, though, boys, because the perch fishing. Let's start with the perch fishing. Beaded spoons, yeah?
Gotta have them.
It's hard to beat it.
Yeah.
Slab grabbers. Kody, you do a lot more of this. No offense to Chase or Louie, but I know you do a lot more of this. We all love slab grabbers. We talked about that. Diamond willows are a good one. Kens, gusters. What else are you throwing out there?
That's about all of them. I do like the jigging wraps quite on occasion. I don't like taking the fish off them, but
yeah,
they work good.
The 3s or the 5s or either one.
Whatever one's a baby one is the one I like ripping around.
Yeah, that 3.
Yeah.
Something like this right here.
Yeah, and sometimes the unnatural colors in the jigging wrap seem to be the best. So like that pink UV, I don't know if it's an attraction thing or what.
I'm trying to see. I can't see. I thought I had one here. Here's a. Oh no, that's a slab grabber too, but it looks like a willow. I don't have my willow box on me, but those baits have been absolutely crushing. And I mean, the perch have kind of been everywhere. Like,
yeah, it seems like a lot of guys too are saying that they're swimming through and not biting. But I do know the tungsten plastic game, if you want to get into that, sometimes gets the bigger perch going when they're lockjaw.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't really fished much jig in a plastic, to be honest with you. We'll grab that. Louie, do you ever fish a jig in a plastic over in Simcoe?
We did this past weekend, and it did catch all of our big fish.
Yeah,
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, something a little more. See, I think, and this is the thing, like when I get customers that come in all the time and they're like, if I was going to throw like one thing for perch on St. Clair, what would I be throwing? And I always recommend, something like this, a beaded spoon. I like the slab grabbers because they're a little bit bigger, but at the very least, these are going to draw them in. A lot of fish will come in to see like what these are and what that flash is. Now, getting them to bite, especially like a hard plastic bead, is another story. And I think that's, Kody, where you're really, kind of switching it up, is going with a jig in that small plastic, I think is killer.
Yeah. That and letting stuff lay on the bottom too. They'll pick it up off the bottom.
That's perch more than anything a lot of the times. Like we always talk about walleyes, letting them pin stuff to the bottom. Perch love pinning stuff to the bottom. Even open water fishing, Kody, we talked about it in that subscriber video, but just letting your perch rig lay on the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just letting that be slack and letting the perch come down, pick it up off the bottom. A lot of times they don't even know they're hooked, and then you just lift up and you can feel that weight,
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of times your bigger fish are on bottom too. Like your smaller, more aggressive fish are the ones really chasing it.
Yeah, and so here's Kevin here with a little local love. Put a perch eye on the McGathy slab grabbers. It's not a bad idea. And the other thing, Kevin, that I've done is I'll take a set of pliers and bust that hard bead off and just throw an anise egg on it. Something that's a little bit softer, because a lot of times you'll see that perch swim right up to that bead and they'll just nose it. You know what I mean? They'll just bump it. And it's like, come on, dude, bite it. It's when you wish you had that perch spear sitting there with you.
Yeah, even like a wax worm just above the bead is good every once in a while.
Yeah, and that's where where Kody just said the jig in a plastic. Like I always like to have a jig ready, whether it's a jig in a plastic or a jig in a spike. I always like to have something ready, because if you're using these spoons, I mean, this one here is called the Simcoe Slayer just because it's a giant thing. But a perch, especially in St. Clair, Chase, how deep you fishing?
13 foot.
13 foot. You can see the bottom before the sunset, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, clear. It's pretty clear. Last night we were in 11 foot and I was looking down before the sunset and I couldn't believe it. So a fish is going to see this from a long ways away, especially if we get any sun like we've been having. So that's why I think it's always a good idea to have that other rod ready. Have a second rod ready to rip.
Yeah, especially if you're using treble hooks.
Well, then it just becomes a pain in the butt to get them off. That's another nice thing about these. You just bop them on the ice and it comes right out.
Yeah, even on my.
I do want to show this off before I take it off. That's what I caught that walleye on. It was an Acme
Hyperglide.
Hyperglide, yeah.
No way.
That's a Saginaw Bay killer.
Those are good baits.
That glow underbred's been really good out here for me through the years.
Yeah, that's been a really good bait. This one here's my go-to currently. Oh no, okay. Currently available at Hook One. Shameless plug. But this dew jigger right here, dew jiggers are awesome. This is the
I caught
size
that first
3.
fish on that color.
Yeah, the first one you did?
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing here, and you glow this thing, you supercharge it, and it goes nuts. And it's got a real nice, it's just got a really good action to it. I don't know. I've had really good luck with the dew jiggers. The other one that we had interest on, crushed them on Lake of the Woods with this. Had a little bit of interest yesterday, but again, I think that water's just too clean for them. But the Rip and Wrap number 6. This one's a Juicy Lucy.
Seems like a lot of guys like the rattle baits on Erie.
I do.
Yeah, I mean, the water's a little bit more stained, right? And like Erie's kind of one of those things where those fish are just roaming. So that's the hardest thing on St. Clair. Like, so many people want to know like where you can just go out there and get a chance at a bite. And like, I really wish I had the answer for you. I really do. They just go. Louie, right? Like you were just there. Chase is fishing the same spot that we just had people at the last 3 days. Yeah. And I'm not, Chase, you're a good fisherman. I'm not taking it away from you.
I mean, it's
these fish just roam out here, and you gotta get over top of them, get lucky. But I'm running a rattle bait and a spoon or a hyperglide in tandem.
Yeah. Is that what you got? So that's not a dead stick you got right there?
No, it's a Rip and Wrap number 6. I just missed a fish on it 20 minutes ago.
We saw it.
Yep.
What were you saying? What were you saying, Louie? I'm sorry.
I don't remember.
That's good. But that's what I was saying. What we were talking about was how those fish are just coming in and coming kind of like roaming on through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't seem like there's like one, hey, go here and you'll get them. I mean, I know there's somebody somewhere that's got a spot that's got them, but just for the most part, it just seems like they're roaming fish. And a lot of fisheries that we fish, I mean, that was Lake of the Woods. Lake of the Woods was a big mud pit. That's basically Lake Simcoe, right? Like Lake Simcoe's a big mud flat. You're just trying to draw in fish. Just come see what I got.
Yeah, I mean, especially with perch. I mean, if you grab one of their attention towards the front of the pack, the whole pack's following them.
Right. And then it gets back to like what you were saying. A lot of times those smaller ones are the faster, more aggressive ones. So then it becomes, how do I get those big ones to bite? And a lot of times that's when, if you can just get it down to the bottom and let it kind of sit. Here we go. Here's some juice from Aurelio. And I like this too. Tie a little drop shot above your slab grabber. So let the slab grabber draw it in. And then you've got a tiny little hook above with a plastic or a bug, or I mean, I'm sure you could use a few different things, and that would give that little bait a ton of action too.
Oh, for sure. Especially if you're just ripping it all day.
You tie a fly in.
Yeah. I've done that.
Brent went 2 for 8 in 12 foot of water. I think the key is finding that deep water. Like last year, the key was finding 13 foot of water, but the ice shelf was also right there. The main crack that kept blowing in and out was right there. And I just think those fish were really relating to that, where now most of Lake St. Clair is froze. So I think they've got more, they're expanding and they're just moving. So like, Chase, how deep are you sitting?
In 13 foot.
Yeah. So, and we were like in barely 11 yesterday. So I think, I mean, dude, you remember what Chase, you remember what Live Scope looked like right after the new year when we were trolling out there? We got into 15 foot of water right out in front of 400 Club, dude. And it was loaded. Now, granted, it was also loaded with weeds and we were cleaning off baits like we were musky fishing.
Yeah.
But it's like, I think if you can get out to that water, here we go. I like Sluggo here. Number 7 blue chrome, 3 minnows on the treble. Give them the chandelier. That's the Sag Nasty special. Yeah,
the Sag River special right there.
I like that.
Mr. Twister on the back hook.
That's some juice there.
That, I'll tell you that, the small twisters.
Anything to let them see.
Yeah, well, they got to see something in there. That water there is filthy. Have any of you guys? This is not our specialty, so this will be funny to bring up. Have any of you guys been out pan fishing at all? Any gills or crappies this year?
I used to be really into it, but I haven't done it in years.
Well, on a walleye, I'll smack your line. It's
Yeah.
it's fun to do, but for me, it's tough. It seems like it's almost like a private permission kind of club. There's a couple canals you can get into now, but they're just so busy.
Yeah, I went into a couple private lakes this year, but it's like one or two times a year for me, and I'm about wore out.
Yeah. Louie's all bummed out. He was going to try and sneak out into the main river a little while ago, and then all the ice came down. I mean, Kody by far, Louie, I know you go to Simcoe a lot. Kody, you by far probably spend the most time chasing perch on St. Clair. More so when you had that ripper, dude, that sled. I'm telling you, I got to get a machine. For those of you guys out there in the chat, please convince me to get a machine, because you could just be an absolute fishing fool on that thing. He's going from one spot to another, and like perch fishing on St. Clair right now, probably always, Kody, you could speak to it, but like right now, everyone that here we go.
That's a good one, boys. That's a good one.
Come on. This is unbelievable. Got him.
There goes my heater again.
Let's go.
The number one dew jigger again, same color.
First person in history to catch 2 on the stream. That's hilarious.
It's kind of late for them to be biting still, too, eh?
It is kind of late. Usually that's what I was going to say. Uh-oh.
That was a rocket ship.
I was going to say, I usually, like, once you get, well, no, I guess they still bite. I guess they still bite until like 7, usually about like 7:30, because by then we got to go back to day sale. But now you can go out of Crocker.
Yeah, I launched out of Crocker today, so I can't get a ticket from the mall cops.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey-o.
I'm back.
Dude, Louie got so pumped he accidentally hung up.
I can't hear him. It's kind of making me mad.
Was that on that hyper rattle again?
No, that was the dew jigger again.
That explains why you keep cutting him off. There's like twice Louie was gonna go say something and Chase just chimed in. I was like, all right, go for it.
I'm just letting him go.
I can't hear him.
I'm letting him go.
All good.
Listen, the fact that we even got this going 4 different places on one stream and it's going, I've got no complaints. Dew jigger cracked one at 9:30 the other night out of Metro. Thomas, there ain't no way you launched at Metro and you were out there till 9:30. Metro police would have had you in prison. But that's why it's nice right now with Crocker and with the ice coverage the way it is. I'm still a firm believer the weir being up in the spillway really helps out from that little whatever current comes out of there. But that current seems to be super solid.
Oh, that ice just boomed.
Yeah, there we go. As I'm talking about it, let's send him out. I asked him. My man, dude. Legend. He's going to get us all in trouble, dude. Thomas, you're going to get everybody in trouble. That's hilarious, dude. So what else? What do you guys want to hear about as we keep kind of rambling on here? I really want to touch a little bit on Saginaw Bay walleye fishing and how far out more so you guys were going and what baits you guys were using. Like I don't need dots or whatever, but kind of like what were you guys using? What were you targeting? What's the goal there?
I think when we went out, we were like 7 to 8 miles out, and we were honestly maybe 200 yards off the ice road. We weren't very far at all, just using smaller dew jiggers, a smaller size. I forget what size that is, but that and number 5 blue chrome jig and wrap all day.
Can't beat blue chrome.
No, had to have a dead stick though. I think over half of my fish came on a dead stick, to be honest.
6 p.m. to 8 a.m.
Yeah. League night. For those of you guys that don't know in the chat, we're going to have a league night coming up. We do league night every Tuesday night on Lake St. Clair for walleye fishing in a boat. Chase had a good idea. Of course, Chase had the idea. Look at him over there. Chase had the idea of doing a walleye league night. Of doing a walleye league night this winter. So if you guys want, you can follow the Lake St. Clair Walleye League on Facebook. And we're going to try and do something like that, but it should be sick. Thomas, what? I'm trying to read these comments and keep up here. My apologies, boys. Clown Shatter Wrap, best bay bait of all time. Did you try any clown, Louie?
I didn't have to change, to be honest with you.
When the bite's good, the bite's good. Kody, have you been to Sag yet this year?
Nope, just Erie.
Oh, bummer. What a consolation.
It was terrible.
Louie, any perch in Sag? How's the perch fishing been up there?
I mean, we were strictly walleye fishing, but I think I ended up with like 8 perch or 9 perch.
Yeah. Did any of the guys up there any of the guys up there were any of them chasing perch, or were almost all of them walleye fishing?
I would say like 99% of the guys up there were walleye fishing.
Yeah.
It looked like
from the sounds of it. From the sounds of it, the perch fishing just not quite what it usually is up there.
No, I mean, I've gotten a couple good reports, but everything has just been so hit or miss.
Yeah. Yeah, Cody's right too. It's been quiet. That's one of them things too. You can assume that the locals are on them, like some of the local guys, but they ain't gonna say shit. You're not gonna hear anything. I don't know what Chase is doing.
I can't hear Kody now.
Oh my God.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, we're all good on this end. You just keep doing what you're doing over there. I think
well, if you need me to talk about something, say it.
What are you doing over there? Here, why don't we do this, a live on the water report right now? What are you seeing? What kind of cadences are they wanting? And are they coming for your hyper rattle, or are they biting that rip and wrap? And can you hold one up for the people that are just joining?
I have seen quite a few fish. Caught 3 of them.
Do you got the shuttle with you?
One on the hyperglide and 2 on the dew jigger, and I'm kind of ripping this rip and wrap pretty good.
2 on the dew jigger?
Yep, 2 on the dew jigger and 1 on the hyperglide.
This one?
That one. Yeah.
There it is. I'm telling you, boys, the number 3 bloody nose in stock at Hook 1 Bait and Tackle.
That is actually number 1.
Really not much in
that's
stock.
a number 1.
Not what you need though. Oh, is the 3 the smaller one?
3's the smaller one.
3's the bigger one. Should be. I could be wrong.
I thought 3's the smaller one. One or the other. It's a 1 or a 3.
This is a 1/3 ounce dew jigger.
I'll tell you right now.
I think number 1s are the bigger ones.
That's what I thought.
I don't know. It goes to show you how much I know my own stuff. But it is a really good lure. So you're seeing those fish. Are they wanting it to what's that?
Was in stock, he says.
Was in stock. I got extras of the bloody nose because I know it works. That's been my go-to for that. I used it on Lake of the Woods. I've used it all over St. Clair, and I haven't been anywhere else, so I can't tell you where else I've used it. It's been busy, dude. It's been really busy. Let's kind of get off ice fishing for a second. We'll dive back in before we get out of here. But it's been really busy. We've got a lot coming up at the store and a lot coming up this spring. So show the live scope. Oh, you're on a tripod?
I can do it.
Show the live scope. Is that the bundle?
While we're doing shameless plugs, what is going on up there? Come on, Grandpa. There it is. Zoom in a little bit. There you go. So
leave
that's
it right here so we can all watch the swing and a miss.
That's the old, yeah, that'd be something. So that's the old live scope shuttle. Shout out Imagine Marine. They actually, Kody, you just got set up with a shuttle, right?
I did.
There you go. Who goes ice fishing without beers? Makes me wonder if
I got to do.
Chad, no politics. So I was going to talk about what's coming up at the store, and we've got a lot coming up. The first of which coming up is in a couple weeks. You'll see all of us there most likely, but it's our Spring Derby sign up party and open house. So we do this every year. It's on Saturday, February 21st. It's at the store. Starts at 9 a.m. And our Spring Derby starts on March 1st. So with all the ice going on right now, with Chase literally doing a live from the ice, it's kind of hard to imagine open water. But it is going to be here before we know it. And whether there's ice or not, the Derby's going to start on March 1st. It is St. Clair River only. So Chase won't be weighing any of those things. But, boys, it's really not that far.
It's really not. Not at all.
No. So in just over 2 weeks, we're going to do the sign-up party. That should be a lot of fun. You guys will be there, right? Not to put you on the spot, but I think 21st? So. Yeah.
Saturday? Okay, I should be there.
Yeah. So we'll just be there. Yeah. So we'll just be there talking fishing, talking ice fishing, talking open water fishing. With the store, it's really hard to do seminars. It's not really laid out properly to do those. It's just there's not enough room. So doing events like these are kind of our way to do them. To me, they're a little bit better. I've always believed in like a question and answer format. I think it's better for you guys. I think whoever has the question, it's better for them as opposed to listening to, a whole hour-long seminar and not really getting anything out of it or not what they were looking for. So we do these events at the store and we bring in a lot of these guys, and I call them my team because I rely on these guys as well as some other guys. But that's what this whole thing is for. You can show up to the shop, and if I'm busy talking to somebody, there's plenty of other help out there. I know. Let me go through here real quick. I know Roy's going to be here. I know Pappas is going to be there. I know Vantor is going to be there. And I know there's more people that I'm missing that are going to be there. Dean's going to be there. And it's a really good time to come out and ask any questions you got. And if we're still ice fishing, obviously we probably will be, then bring any ice questions you got. It's the whole reason we do these lives, and it's the reason we do these events. It's fun to talk to everybody, I mean, you guys are spending a Wednesday night on here, so it can't be that bad.
No,
I'm going to get out of here and then come back in, see if it fixes it.
Chase is fighting his own battles over there. Chase is fighting his own battles over there. We'll see if he comes back. He said he can't take it. You guys can hear him, right?
Yeah, I can hear him.
Yeah.
That's funny. What up, Bruce? Bruce Oleski's just joined the chat. But hey, we will let's talk a little bit and see if Chase gets back in this thing first. Kody, what kind of baits were you running on Erie? Let's talk about that before Chase gets in here, because I know some guys probably have some questions about how
jigging wraps, dew jiggers, kind of my two go-tos.
What's size 6s on the ripping wraps?
Jigging wraps.
Jigging wraps.
Jigging wraps.
What's going on here?
I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Can you hear everybody? Louie, talk.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Good job, buddy. All right.
Imagine Marine for all your podcast needs.
We've reshuffled. We've reshuffled the screen, so anybody that joins back in is going to be a little confused. But anyway, so what size jigging wraps were you using?
I couldn't even tell you.
7s?
That's probably it right there. I'm not a big giant jigging wrap guy as far as the size goes. It's probably a 7.
7 is a 5/8 ounce, and that's typically the best.
Go up to bait and off and use 9s.
My man, dude, he'll be up here in a few months doing some walleye fishing. Keith, we're gonna be there with you, brother. We are excited. Sluggo brought up a good bait, dude. The buckshot spoon, the rattle in the back. I got to get some more small sizes. We sold out in the store. We've only got a few sizes of half left and some 3/4. 3/4 would work good. And then, yeah, he's got a good point. Big gaudy baits on the Erie. Again, water's dirty. What did the water look like when you were there?
It was stained.
Yeah,
It wasn't too bad, though.
No.
Chase, when you were there?
Cloudy, same as Kody.
What was Sag Bay like?
It was clean.
Clean?
It was pretty clean.
Simcoe was clean, too.
I mean, Simcoe was crystal clear.
Yeah.
Is it always like that? You know, I've never been to Simcoe, dude. It's absolutely insane to say out loud. All you guys that I know that have been over there, and I've never been.
It's a must-do trip.
Yeah.
Jigging a crawler on Sag Bay.
God. Jigging a crawler on Sag Bay. Sign me up. I don't know about Sag Bay. It's pretty far when I got Lake St. Clair. But Roy, if you take me out, if you want to take me out for a trip, I know you're not a guide, so but I would let you take me. All right, boys. You guys got anything else for the betterment of this show?
Yeah, I'm going to catch this fish right here.
We're just going to sit here and wait for Chase to catch the next fish. That sounds pretty crazy. Oh my God.
He's a machine.
Here, watch this. No pressure.
Oh, it came off at the hole. Oh, it was a big one. Woo!
Oh,
Right at the hole.
Fumbled the bag.
That was not fair. That was not fair to go big screen on him like that.
Oh, that was brutal.
Fumbled under the pressure.
You should have seen the camera angle. I was over here doing my best producing skills.
I've never had a dew jigger get caught in the bottom of the ice.
Show the people real quick. Minnow head?
Minnow head.
Just a jig and a minnow.
Oh, that was a good one.
So
I ain't leaving.
I ain't leaving. We are. It's getting late. It's getting late. We have if there's anyone that's got any questions, please let us know in the chat as far as ice fishing conditions or anything like that. We're going to be back as regularly scheduled, so you guys can probably plan on seeing these guys again in the future, whether we're at a round table like this or we're just kind of going one-on-one. But we'll definitely be doing this again. I don't know what we got to talk about tournaments and derbies here soon. Jeff, you're still in the chat. We got to be definitely talking about that. We got the derby coming up March 1st. We got Madness sign up coming up here in a couple weeks. We've got the Bash sign up coming up March 1st. Boys, the Bash might sell out. I don't want to sound too eager or like an idiot if it doesn't come true, but the Bash might sell out in like less than 2 hours. Seems like it's going to be a really good event. Seems like it's going to be a really good turnout. So I'm looking forward to it. We've got a lot more that we want to say, but we can't yet. We're going to save that.
How about a Lake Superior ice trip?
Lake Superior's got good ice, dude, and they're catching a ton of fish up there. I know Louie would go up to Lake Superior.
Oh, I'd go right now.
Let's go.
I can't do that anymore. I did that to Lake of the Woods. I would, Lake Superior would be Lake. Now, Chase, when you go up to Lake Superior, where do you like to fish out of? Because that's not fair to just kind of there. Oh, look who's entered the chat now. Now look who you got fired up.
Who's that?
Luke.
He can come with us too. He's right there. Keweenaw Bay, Huron Bay. Yeah. That whole area.
Cohos, Splake,
Cohos.
Lakers.
Yeah.
Our boy Pat, Mags Rods. He's up at the Apostle Islands right now. Caught a 36-inch Laker through the ice. That'd be cool.
Just flies by the wheels.
Chase is such a bad influence.
What?
No, Chase is. Here you go, Chase. This is someone talking your language.
What's that?
The straight. Thomas says the straights. Thomas
trying.
picked Chase up on the way, dude. He's just been looking for someone to go with.
I'm trying to go.
We were just watching. We were in the shop watching that the other day. We were watching In-Depth Outdoors on the ice. Brent, let me know. I already talked to. I talked to your buddy about it, and we'll definitely get that trip set up. So let me know. Keweenaw Bay has good ice, but it's been slow lately, says Luke. So I'd love to do a UP trip. To be honest with you, dude, if I could do a big ice trip and go north, I would go to I would stop at Lake Superior, fish for a day, go over to Lake of the Woods, fish for 2 days, come back and fish over on the Wisconsin side of Superior for a day, and then go home.
I really want to do the Georgian Bay Kings through the ice.
Oh yeah.
Goodness, dude. That would be Kings through the ice would be an incredible experience.
That king I caught out of Lake Superior through the ice was so sweet.
Dude, they're getting them up there now.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's one thing I really want to do.
That would be an incredible bucket list. That would be an incredible trip to even have that opportunity.
I mean, just one.
Yeah. I'd take a small one. Just say I did it. What about you, Kody?
Perch or walleye.
I love it.
I don't know. The lake trout today on Snapchat looked fun.
Yeah, the lake trout would be fun. I'd like to do deep water lake trout. The shallow water lake trout's an absolute blast, something totally unique. But I'd like to do deep water lake trout just so I could feel them.
Got to do it.
Shaking. But all right. Well, I don't see anyone else in the chat right now. Guys, I appreciate everybody joining. We're going to be doing this again every Wednesday. So Wednesdays, anytime between 6 and 7, we'll post it the week before, depending what works for if we have a guest or whoever we have come on. But plan on us being back. All three of these guys will be back with us. Chase, thank you for the entertainment. Great work.
You're welcome. Tonight. Sorry I couldn't catch them all.
Kody, thank you very much. Guys, you can follow along with Kody on his personal Facebook, or you can go to Fancy Fish Charters. Cody's going to be running charters with us this year. And we're really, really looking forward to adding him. So, Kody, anything else you got for the crew?
Not a whole lot. Just waiting on this little warm-up for ice fishing even to get better.
Yeah. Me too. We might have to make, it's been really quiet, but I'd really like to we might have to make a trip to the Canadian side of Lake St. Clair and see what's going on.
Yeah, it's been pretty quiet over there.
Usually when it's quiet, it's good. By the time the word gets out, it's already done.
Yeah.
So, and Louie, are you going to do any guiding this year? Are you going to do part-time stuff? You're just going to patch some days in, or what are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, Hook One's looking
to service as many people as possible.
I'll probably do some part-time stuff on the weekends, on Mondays.
Yeah. So if anyone's looking to do that, we're going to be getting all that set up. Louie will obviously be with us. We're going to have a salmon episode. I'll pin Louie down here on live and try and force some information out of him. So we'll see how that works.
Have him.
But what up, Ben? Yeah, I know. That's the one thing. Cody's got no interest in them salmon.
My favorite.
I'd love them. Love fishing the Canadian side of St. Clair. Keith, I agree with you, brother. I don't think there's I honestly, if you don't have both licenses, I think you're doing yourself a disservice. I know it's expensive, and I know
it just is, when they cut out loops for parking access for ice fishing, it really cuts your throat because you got to go out of the bay front or Bass Haven. So you almost need a machine now.
Bass Haven, is that Mitchell's Bay?
Yeah.
That's where they let all those guys go bass fish before the Canadian bass opener. We call that place Bass Haven. We're pre-fishing for madness, and there's 20 boats.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
dude. It's like, okay, you're just gonna launch out of Mitchell's Bay and go crush these smallmouth. The season doesn't open for a month.
Yeah, there was a lot of guys doing that.
Whatever. Couple MC number boats over there too, but whatever. To each their own. Good for them.
Huh.
You can catch them on Flickr minnow strolling for walleyes. Ask Josh if he's still in the chat. Broke his PB 3 times in a row. We're just trying to catch a walleye. It's like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
But all right, man. Guys, thank you so much for joining tonight. I appreciate you guys taking an hour out of your night to sit here and talk fishing and just kind of ramble on. And to everyone that joined, everyone in the comments, appreciate you guys. Next week we'll come back. We'll do another giveaway. And might do a couple next week. And we're going to talk next week. We'll talk a lot more about the bash and the derby. Maybe kind of make it a derby themed episode. So anyone that has any questions about that, we can kind of talk about that. We'll talk about what's going on at the open house. We'll talk about sales. We'll talk about giveaways. We'll talk about who's going to be there, even more people that are going to be there. Still got a couple things to kind of piece together, but should be good. I don't have anything else. One last time. Any of you guys got anything?
Get out fishing.
No.
Get out fishing, guys. Good luck. Be safe. That's the one thing, guys, I think we can all agree. There ain't no fish that's worth your guys' life, so be safe. We really wanted to actually spend some time to talk about safety, but the ice is good right now.
Yeah. Throw rope. You don't see a lot of guys that bring one. It's probably worth having.
Oh, we stayed for a reason. We stayed for a reason. I can't figure out how to make his thing.
That's a little smaller, but she'll eat.
Gives him the old upside down freaking platypus hold, dude. That's a good one there. So what, you got 2 more to go?
Might not even be 15.
Here, I'll
Hey,
just
can we pinpoint him off his spot off this live so I can go there tomorrow, or what? This is like the best Lake St. Clair spot of the year.
Well, if you're like me, you're gonna show up there tomorrow and there ain't gonna be no one there. He's out of Crocker, Ben.
Shorty.
It's a shorty. Here, I'll let it just sit like this for the next. I don't know, 2 hours.
Come on.
We'll have our first ever.
That was short.
All right. I've had enough fun. Flipping through the camera. Guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate y'all being on here, and we will see you next time on the Hook One Pod. Adios.
See you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.